Plastic pollution in our oceans. Plastic pollution is an ongoing issue not only in this country but the entire planet. This topic is important because it affects our planet, animals, and our own human race. Each day, plastic is being used by millions and millions of people, but what is being done with it? Plastic bags, plastic water bottles, and plastic straws take over 450 years to break down, and even after that, it is still not fully decomposed. Plastic will always be present in our environment. Every day, approximately 8 million pieces of plastic pollution find their way into our oceans. The following two documentaries give us more of an insight on what plastic does to our planet and try to find a solution for all the plastic pollution. The first documentary I watched was called A Plastic Wave by James Roberts. James Roberts is a surf photographer, father, and a businessman. This documentary gives us an inside look at what a local surfer/surf photographer sees happening to our planet. James Roberts is at the beach all the time. When he started seeing all the plastic and trash that washes up on his home beach, he wanted to make a change. He decided to travel and find the root of the problem. What he found is that plastic pollution is much worse than he seemed. The second documentary I watched was called A Plastic Ocean by Craig Leeson. Craig Leeson is a filmmaker and a news correspondent and entrepreneur. When Craig was making this documentary, he was planning it on a documentary about a blue whale, but when he started filming, he was appalled by all the plastic in the ocean, specifically the thick layer of plastic floating in the Indian Ocean. He then started to travel the world to document the harm plastic has done to our planet. Both of these documentaries are quite different, but both spread awareness about the same thing, plastic pollution. A Plastic Ocean and A Plastic Wave both argue to say no to plastic, to think reusable, not disposable. James Roberts, being a surf photographer and living on the beach, he sees it every day and he really loves to capture the beauty of the ocean and nature. He has a specific point of view on wanting to change the plastic pollution because he sees firsthand what it has done to our planet, turning our oceans dirty and ugly and floating with plastic. Craig Leeson is a filmmaker who originally wanted to film a documentary on the beautiful blue whales and got distracted by the trash and plastic floating in the ocean. He has a strong opinion about stopping the use of plastic because he researched blue whales, and finally, when being able to start filming, he saw how the plastic affected the blue whales and other marine life. Every other species on our planet works towards the benefit of the ecology and environment that it lives in. This quote made me really think about the decisions we consciously make as human beings in using stuff we know harms our planet and environment. Every other species does something to benefit our planet and environment, yet we destroy it. Why is that? This statement proves that we need to do better and find a way to use less plastic or no plastic at all. A way to do that is to stop buying water bottles, use a reusable water bottle. Use reusable straws, containers, and if plastic is your only choice, then recycle it. I think both of these documentaries are great and really spread awareness about the harm we are doing to our planet and ocean, but I think the harm we have already done is irreversible. The best thing to do is stop plastic use altogether. The main issue that's a problem is a worldwide issue. After watching these documentaries, it leaves me with a few questions. How can we encourage people to stop using plastic? When will people realize using plastic is not only harming the environment but themselves as well? And what are the best ways to cut down on plastic use?